Greetings and welcome everyone to this cast request I found on Reddit. Sure, I forgot who actually submitted this game, but I know it's quite long. So if you want to watch this, you go get a drink, empty your bladder or something, because you're going to be here for quite a while. Anyway, let's look at the Radiant side. We have Unibu playing the Troll Warlord with a single tango. Let's see what else he's going to go for. We have a mid lane Pudge played by Exizon. Ursa is going to be their safe lane farming Ursa. And we have a Wisp playing by Angus. Polaris, sorry, isn't his name. And lastly we have Hostile Sausage playing the Jakiro, the early point in Liquid Fire. And on the Dire side we have Iron Tarkus playing the support. Oh, nice hook. Game pause just to the fight begin. Without Rot, I don't think they can slow him down enough to kill him. No, doesn't think it's gonna happen. Zeus gets the bounty ruin, he'll probably be fine too. Not enough mana for a second hook. And Troll Warlord trying to man up, but just has the passive fervor, so it's not gonna be enough. If he had Berserker's Rage, it would be a lot better. Will they go for the Treant? They might be able to. No. Come on. Oh, he does make it. And Pudge here. 2 more mana. Will he turn around the hook? No. He decides not to. And let's continue the introductions. We have Dazzle. Thor is playing Dazzle, who looks like he's AFK right now. Let's hope he joins soon. Sethin is playing the Centaur with an early point in Hoof Stomp. I'll come back to that in a second. Zeus being played by 4SNT Pornographic. Zeus. Last we have Doom, who looks like his Zeus friend. He's hate us cause you ain't us. That's a fun name. Alright, let's look at the skill builds. Firstly, I don't think you want to go Fervor level 1. I think you get so much more on Berserker's range. You get some move speed, you get the bash, you get extra damage, you get life and armor. It's so much better than just a passive Fervor. And once you get Berserker Rage level 1, you can take Whirling Axe level 2, so you have both the slow and the miss. But he seems to be going for Fervor level 1. I mean, he got the kill and Treant in the end, but that doesn't make it a good skill build just because he got a kill out of it. Pudge going the standard meat hook into Rot. Not much to say there. Let's look at what this Ursa's going for. Ursa, I expect him to go max overpower, max fury swipes, 1 level in Earth Shock, just for the Roshan potential that he wants to go for later. Wisp, standard also, most people will go max tether. And Spirits maybe get the 1 point into Overcharge. And Jakiro going for the more harassing build of Liquid Fire. You probably want to have 1 point in all 3 skills by level 3, and then you go max Liquid Fire, because you really want the extra slow from Dual Breath, just in case. And let's look at the Dire side, what they have going on. Treant, standard as well, Living Armor and Leech Seed. Probably better to max out Living Armor first, because you get so much more defensive capabilities out of it. Dazzle, still thinking about his life choices, I guess. Centaur went level 1 Hoof Stomp. You really don't want to do that. I mean, you probably don't want to do that. You probably are better off getting a level 1 return, so you can return some of the damage. I suppose if he was dove on by Ursa to be okay, but most of the time level 1 return is just better if you're being harassed. Zeus in the mid lane, standard Zeus build, 1 arc, max lightning, and 1 in the static field. Seems like for now Pudge is doing slightly better. He took a point in Flesh Heap for the magic resistance. It's going to be a bit useful. It's not going to help that much against Zeus because, you know, it's just an extra like 4% of damage reduction, so he still takes a ton. And because of Zeus's damage being percentage based, it's going to hurt him a lot. And lastly, Doom. Same max Scorch build and a point, and he's probably gonna max Devour as well. What I'm doing is not a bad creep to eat, but I think you'd probably want to eat the. Oh yeah, there's no other creep for him to eat anyway. Actually, now that I look at it, you probably want to eat the Satyr for the 4 HP regen, and as well as that new healing priest that comes out, gives you mana regen and HP. So it's, oh, we see a kill here. Looks like there's a hook into a rot and not enough. And Zeus securing that bounty ruined. Very good for him. His team should have probably, Jakiro should have probably gone for it and made sure he doesn't get it, because it was like 430 when he got it, so there's no reason. Oh, I missed that. And probably just a few lucky bashes and he got it. So, oh. And Pudge getting the Zeus in the end. I'd say that in this matchup, Pudge versus Zeus, it's probably slightly in Zeus's favor, because you can throw the lightnings out and you don't have to go into melee range. But when you do throw out the lightning, you have to stand still for like half a second, and that's a pretty good time to be hooked. So, bit difficult to be a Zeus in this lane, I suppose. At least against this Pudge. And top lane, missed it again. Anus able to get that kill. And Dazzle, will he come back in this game? I mean, he has a point here, so he was in the game and then he just left. So, also I'm not sure about this warding here. I think it's a bit too close. Seems like it's relative. I mean, not in the same area really. I think you need the 2 wards there. Whereas Radiant have much better ruin control because of their warding. Bot lane, we see him going 2 hoof stomp, 2 double edge. Hoof stomp per level gives you 50 damage and a quarter of a second stun. Double edge gives you 75 damage. So, oh, does he really think he can get the Jakiro? I mean, Jakiro is not the same as other supports. He can't be brought down as easily. He's not a Skywrath or a Pugna or a Lich with no HP. No, Jakiro has huge strength gain and base strength. Dazzle's back. Here we have Ursa going for perhaps a too early Roshan. Maybe if he had one more point in overpower, things would be a bit different, but I think he realizes now that he can't solo Roshan this early. Top lane, we have a kill. Looks like they want. I look away for 1 second thinking that there's gonna be a dive. I have been very unlucky this game so far. Zeus swinging that massive sword. Will he be killed for his trouble? Perhaps. Will Troll be able to? No bash? One more hit? And that is why the early point in Berserkers. But hey, look at this. Dazzle has joined the game. They reconnected a few seconds ago. And it's a good thing that nobody seems to be using the mid lane right now. And this is something I hate seeing. It's such a loss of efficiency. Oh, Dazzle. Without the early point in Grave, he's just easy picking for now. This is something you see early game. Sorry, not early game, but in some games where people just sort of leave a lane empty for no reason. They go and gank, but you know, when you go to roam the map, maybe one of your supports can teleport and rotate and get some experience. I think Zeus should walk around and maybe Dazzle come middle, because he's been AFK. He needs the solo experience just to catch up. And he's going for it again. Looks like he's doing much better this time around, though. Should be able to get it like 3 more hits. 2, 1 hit. There we go. And this early age is going to give him a lot of golden experience. Oh, middle lane. This Pudge just going to town on Zeus. I think all his 3 deaths have been because of Pudge. Very unlucky. And looking at the game, it definitely seems like the Radiant would have the advantage late. Troll Warlord scales great. Ursa's really good, especially with the Wisp, who can make him into some sort of like super Ursa with overcharge and tether. So they definitely scale quite well. Whereas the Dire, not as much, really. I mean, their supports are very defensive in nature, and Doom isn't exactly carry potential. Sure, you can throw double Doom Agonyms, but it's not the same as actually doing damage. It's damage over time, and not as effective. Not like Ursa, who can jump in and just kill someone. Centaur has some burst damage, but apart from, I'd say, Wisp, the rest of the team just isn't as susceptible to the Centaur combo. Troll's pretty tanky. No way he's going to bring down Ursa or Pudge, and even Jakir will be quite difficult. So definitely seems like Radiant, they're in favor of winning this game. Oh, Dominator. But they also have a great Roshan lineup, both Troll and Ursa. Oh, we have a dive. Oh, maybe Hook is too slow. And they want to dive in, but it seems like it's unlikely thanks to that Stampede. Pudge, he gets a bite off, but will he be able to kill the Doom? Not enough mana for a hook. Should have just sipped that bottle, but maybe he missed at the start. Oh, he did miss at the start, and that's why he didn't have enough mana. And the middle lane, we have Ursa just farming away. Ursa is a bit different than a lot of other carries in that he doesn't need any damage item at all. What he needs is mobility and life. So you get the phase boots, then probably after that you get a blink dagger. Vladimir's is great. Then you go for something like a BKB heart and a basher. You don't really need damage per se. You just need some to get close and be able to hit your enemies. Because if you look at him, when he gets close, he does crazy amounts of damage. He just needs to get close to his opponent. So that's all Ursa needs. Just cut the distance and keep them there. So he works really well with someone like Shadow Shaman. Any other really long duration disable. And bottom lane we have this Jakiro. Jakiro, will he make it out? Oh, classic leadership qualities from Zeus. Looks like Jakiro is going to be just fine. Both wards, yeah, I agree with that. So Centaur, he still doesn't have his blink dagger, but should be quite close to it soon. Doom, what does he have? Doesn't seem like much. I wonder if he's going for Midas. I don't really think he's a bit behind right now. I don't know if he can go for Midas now. Centaur, Stampede in. Will he be able to kill? Yes, he takes out the Ursa. Will he be able to take out the Wisp as well? Very nicely done. And Doom just comes in. Doesn't seem like he'll be able to do much. Or will he? Did they see anyone? Oh, that was a nice lightning bolt to see the Pudge. Jakiro missed Ice Path. And Pudge probably going to bite into this Doom with his team right behind him. Or maybe he's going for Zeus. He is going for Zeus. Hook into... Oh, this is very nice. He's doomed while rotted. It looks like Zeus should be okay if he turns around. I think if he turns around, he can get the kill. A little bit more, and that's a dead Pudge. Worth it to trade your Doom for your Pudge their Pudge when you're this far behind. Troll just hamming it up. Living armor keeping him up alive, but will it be enough? No! But Centaur might be able to get some retreat. Why didn't he use double edge? He was so close. There we go. He should have used double edge just when he was right here, because he had him down already. And if we look at that gold graph, I think we're going to see quite a dip from that golden experience. We'll give it a few seconds to update. But that was actually a pretty decent trade for the die. I think it was like 3 for 3. Oh, and Jakiro killed by this Doom again. Toughness Aura, I mean the Tornado, you get nothing out of it, you're not going to use it. The Toughness Aura is just 3 armor. Oh, looks like Doom's going to go for the Shadow Blade. He oh, he sold it. He had a Shadow Amulet in his stash that he sold it. So I don't think you really need the Toughness Aura. I mean, the Centaur Stomp is better, and for me, my favorite is always going for the Wolfpack Aura because it gives damage to your whole team. But he's still sticking with. Maybe he just hasn't found the wolf yet. Well, there's one here, but it's not the one you want. You want the big wolf. Oh, and top lane we have a skirmish. We have a dead troll followed by what looks like it's going to be a dead wisp unless he manages to tether to something, but there's nothing to tether to. Oh, maybe he said it was on cooldown? Just didn't seem to tether in time. And Dire making a strong showing right now. Oh, Hook, Zeus, and dead Zeus probably. But looks like Pudge will pay for this with his life unless his friend comes over and a couple of hits. There we go. And Dazzle, is he next? Dazzle graves the Centaur. He graves him when he's full life. I'm not sure what was the point of that, but the point of it is he's going to pay for it with his life. And Ursa really salvaging that fight for them. Pudge looks like he's going to hook his friend. That's what. There we go. Oh no, their wisp. Oh, I should make it out alive now. Ursa doesn't quite go up against Centaur as well as he'd like, because the more times you hit him, the more times you're gonna get return. And Ursa has damage. He's very good at burst damage, but he does need a few hits to build up his Fury Swipe charges. And during that time, he can take quite a lot of beating from the Centaur. Also, just now, that was a pretty big misplay. I don't know why he Shadow Graved the Centaur when he was full life. If you're gonna Shadow Grave him when he's full life, he's gonna take 5 seconds to die anyway. So I'm not sure why he's worried about Anus so much. And what does this Wisp have? He has Arcane Boots and Urn of Shadows. Doesn't really need much. I suppose a ball would still be good this game, this stage of the game, because any region you get applies to your team. And of course, you should always aim for a mecha. But you know, he's a wisp. He's doing what he can. He's going for a max tether build now. Very rarely do you see a max tether build. People always go max spirits and max overcharge. I may have made the mistake earlier when I said the max tether. Tether, you always max it last in the game because all you get is a bit of is half a second extra slow duration. Whereas overcharge, you get more attack speed and the damage reduction goes from 5% to 20%. And spirits, the damage is also much higher. It goes from 25 for bomb to 100. So most people, they can leave tether to be maxed out last, or they even just leave it 1 point for until max level. So the slow is good, but it's not a guaranteed slow. It's very hard to aim. Nice ice path, but I don't think anything's gonna come out of it unless nothing's gonna come out of it. Dire looks like they want to come in from both sides, but will they? Seems like they're not quite sure when to begin the fight. Doomed, but he should have doomed him when he's rod. Now he's gonna take very little damage. Nice rod. We have Centaur being controlled by the Jakiro, but who's controlling who really? Do we have a Stampede? Oh, it's already used. And Pudge just took a full doom and barely lost any life. And all that happened was they traded their Wisp for their Zeus. That's a bad trade for them. But the fight continues. Nice ice path, hitting 2 as long as a dual breath. The Macropyre is hurting them a bit, but it's not gonna be enough to kill anyone. And Shadow Blade, Ursa, not sure where he wants to go yet. Not really. You can't really dive on. Oh, you can because Nature's Guide is on cooldown. But no, they go in, go out. Nobody's sure when they want to fight exactly. Missed hook, unfortunately. Nice double edge and stomp. Able to get the Ursa before he dies, so he gets the experience and gold out of that one. And will we see a dead Wisp? I don't know why he went back. I don't know why he turned around. He shouldn't have done that. And looks like Pudge maybe is slated to fall here. He took the Frost Shock creep, but do they have enough? Oh, Jakiro, very nice ice path, able to turn this around. And lastly, we have the lone survivor, or the only person who's still here, The tree protector. Oh, and his friend the Zeus, and now Dazzle's here as well. Just Ice Path, and Troll probably wants to dive on the Dazzle, which he will do now. Can he bash Grave? Will it be enough heal? One more hit. Okay, two more hits then. This fight has been going on forever. And now we have Ursa coming in again, and he's going for the Zeus. Slowed, but with the tether, and now he's been rooted. Can he keep going? He should have enough attack speed, and there's no mana so for him to go in feed. But Stampede saves the day. Stampede was used at the beginning of the fight, and now it's being used again. And here comes Pudge. Will he be able, no, he doesn't have any mana for anything. And all these Fury Swipes bringing him down. Finally, it's down to the... No, it's not down, it's continuing. Doom, the second Doom of the fight. Remember Doom was used on Pudge in the beginning, but now it's used again. And I need a glass of water. But overall, that I don't know, Olympic level marathon of a fight is over, and I think we saw two Dooms, two Stampedes, a billion heals and lightning bolts and double edges and hooks and everything else. But it's I don't even remember who died and who didn't, because the fight lasted so long. I think everyone died, you know, once. Some died twice. But seems like the teams are relatively even. But the Aegis, I'd say Radiant is slightly ahead because of the Aegis, and well, if you look at the graphs definitely say that they are ahead. Even though they've been their lead hasn't been extending as much compared to the early game, but that's because Dire's been able to fight back quite well. We see that Jakiro. What does Jakiro go for this game? Looks like he's going for the Eels. For Eels, that's a good item. Put them in the air. He maxed out Liquid Fire. Now he's going to go for Ice Path. Probably, definitely the best build. Ice Path is better to max out first because of the lower cooldown. Duration stays the same, and the mana duration increases. The mana cost stays the same. Whereas Ice Dual Breath kind of gets more expensive, not by much. But scaling is kind of odd actually. 5 mana, 15 mana, 15. But this is definitely the build I prefer. It's excellent for pushing as well. So let's do a quick item check. Troll has his face boots to cut the distance, and he's going for Asha. Quite a lot of movement and attack speed, so that's very suits him quite well. He works well with the tether. If you tether and you get overcharged, you're gonna be hitting really fast, so that's good. Pudge has his blink dagger, has his oh, there we go, dive in. He takes a double edge with barely feeling it. But that's the hood and flesh heap. Yeah, he takes like half magic damage, so not bad. And he seems to be going for a Yules as well. At least it looks like it. He has his blink dagger, so his mobility is fine. We'll have to see what he goes for next. Ursa has the Shadow Blade. I personally prefer Blink Dagger more than Shadow Blade. I feel like Blink Dagger gives you a bit more mobility on Ursa than the Shadow Blade does. But at least he has, you know, he has one mobility item. He's going to go for the Basher next, which is also really good for him. They have Doom, and they have. Oh, we see the diving. Oh, Mist Hoof Stomp. Sanj. I'll talk about that soon. Well, looks like Ursa's going to go in. Nice clap. Gets 2 of them. But oh, Stampede keeps them safe. But not safe enough. Very nice Hoof Stomp at the end. They're going to see a dead Troll. Will we see dead more? Yes, Ursa's dead, but he has the Aegis. And Ursa's back and rooted. Looks like it's going to be just a regular... Oh no, Shadow Blade. Well, we have a Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. And one more hit. Definitely an advantage for the Dire on that one. So yeah, Ursa is going for the Basher. Probably going to get an Abyssal. I think he needs a BKB soon. Before, you know, he has the Basher, that's fine. Go for BKB then. Mecha on Wisp soon. And Jakiro, he's playing the 5 position right now while the Wisp gets the mecha. They really need the mecha right now because it works so well with Wisp. And let's see what we have on the tree. And he is going for the Aghanims build for the vision and some damage on his ultimate. His ultimate used to do damage normally, but and it was nerfed and changed. And Treant is his position in the metagame is always changing. Makes him fun here to watch. Dire is also close for the mecha on Dazzle. He maxed Shadow Wave and I would have gone for more shallow grave points. I mean, the heal it's nice to have the heal, especially against quite a few melees on the enemy side. But I think you need Poison Touch maxed out. I think Shallow Grave is a better skill because the range increase is so good, and because the fights are lasting so long, you can throw more graves. But well, there's merit to both. So I don't know. I'd max out Shallow Grave, but not in the game. So let's see. Blink Dagger is done. Twinkle Boots is done. The Heaven's Halberd is interesting. Firstly, because the Radiant team have no BKBs yet, you can really disable one of them. You'll have to decide which one. Both Ursa and Troll are really good disable targets. So we'll have to see that. And the evasion is also really good for him. Mime is not mime and damage and strength, they're all icing, but the evasion and the disarm are incredible. Looks like we're gonna have a clash here. Looks like Radiant are doing the not missed hook and Treant. I think both teams could really use some sentries and dusts because they both sides have quite a lot of envy. Oh, and we have a nice jump and hook save with the Pudge. Both teams just posturing a lot. I like that Jakiro doing this time. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here. I don't really want to do much. So yeah, we're in the item build. Someone got a Yule Scepter. Ah yes, I think Pudge was one. Yeah. Oh, this is nice. A Veil of Discord. It works quite well with the Centaur. I suppose Doom has a bit of magic damage, but Veil, they don't have, aside from Zeus, they don't really have very heavy magic damage. Centaur does do quite a lot. Oh, we have a, looks like it was going to be a dead Doom. Nice easy kill. Oh, and this is where the Yule Scepter comes in. Zeus is not going to make it out of it. The Yule Scepter by Pudge is, you don't see it a lot, but gives him good movement speed. Which is excellent. At this point, my region is not much of a, doesn't do much, but being able to take someone out of the fight for 2.5 seconds is really good. Interesting. I wonder who submitted this video, because I looked at the name and I've actually forgot who it was. Jakiro, still the top lane, and shoots in the network craft. They don't actually have as high of an network. Oh, we see a fight. Do they see anyone? No. Just Pudge jumped in. Doesn't look like he wanted to hook anyone. This might be a good time to take a fight with two people at the top lane. Oh, mixed hook. Very nice ultimate catching two. This will be a good time for a double edge. I don't know why you doomed the Wisp, but that's what he doomed. Then they're going. Can they go for more? The rest of the team are going to come. No, it just looks like just Doom is going. Does he have? He does have a Radiance. I actually like the Radiance pick on Doom because it makes him more of a carry. You don't see it often, and most people prefer to play more of a caster, Aghanims, refresher type, which definitely works. But I also think Doom has quite a lot of right click. He just lacks attack speed though because of his terrible agility game. And Shellblade is fine as well, I suppose. Since he doesn't seem to be interested in taking Hoof Stomp, he's going to go for Shellblade. I think you should really switch to the Wolf now. Is there any Wolf anywhere here?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Does he like it? See that he picked up the Yule Scepter. Oh, and he has sentries, so they should definitely put some sentries as they move. But the good thing about Yule is that you can Yule someone and then put them in the ice path when they go down and have a macro pyre nice and ready for them. So it's quite a lot of damage that you can do. And you definitely need to control some of the dire team. BKB almost done after the troll, as long as with his Sanguiniasha. So Radiant team have the better late game, and they see their cores are farming much better than the Dire. The Dire just don't have that well of scaling heroes. Zeus is always going to be relevant because his damage is percentage based, and Dazzle Grave is always going to be nice. Oh, will they notice? Is he? No, they have no detection. Dazzle, could you put down a sentry? No, doesn't want to. Very nice hook. If he was aiming for him. If he was aiming for someone else, then that was a terrible hook. Pudge, just walking around, farming. It feels like we're playing more on the dire side now, and that's the thing. Radiant just have the better late game and better farm, and Dire, I don't know how they're going to deal with it. Their lineup is starting to get weaker now. Very nice hoof stomp, double edge hitting 2, and that's a dead Ursa. Will they be able to get this Pudge as well? It looks like he has nowhere to go, no rot even, so that was a nice kill. 2 good kills, that's a 5,000 XP change. So we should see good until like, what, 2,500? So these are big kills. They need to keep doing this. Because on a 5-on-5, it seems that I think they already need to have a stronger lineup. But if they find a couple pickoffs, then maybe go for a tower. That'll be excellent. And getting really close to that Aghanim Scepter upgrade, where we can start seeing some extra vision from the trees. Dazzle has the mecha, but not with him yet. Zeus. I'm still not sure how I feel about this Veil pickup. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, but in the meantime, will there be a dive? No, it looks like they're too scared to get any closer, and they probably shouldn't. I think you could stampede, maybe get one, then you can push to the tier 3. Because if you get one pick off, you're suddenly fighting at a big advantage. You know, with 5 of your team against 4 of theirs. But they can't find a pick off, so they decide to just go back. So yeah, Troll, BKB completed. He has the Phase Boots, Magic Wand. He's probably going to drop either the Magic Wand or the Ring of Aquila next. It's kind of hard to decide which one because they're both quite useful early game items. So I think you keep the Magic Wand. It's a bit more burst heal, whereas the Ring of Aquila is just some stats and a bit of mana regen. It's not as useful. But what does he go for next? It's gonna be hard to tell. I think maybe some damage would be good. We'll have to wait and see. Troll's is very versatile like Jug, so you don't really know what he's gonna go for. Pudge, nice. This boost of travel pickup is gonna give him a lot, but he moves really fast. He has a Yules and he has a boost of travel, so that's 100 movement speed and 40% extra. Along with the blink dagger, so this Pudge is gonna be like flying. He may be fat, but he moves like a much thinner person. Ursa, he has the Chrysalis, he has the Shadow Blade, he has a lot of damage, but you don't really need damage with an Ursa. That's a pretty fast dead Roshan. You don't really need damage with an Ursa, you need survivability. It might be better to go something like Hearts and Butterfly than it is to go crit. But he'll be able to burst people down even fast now. I just don't know if you really need to do that. You know, one crit, maybe person instead of dying in 2 seconds, they die in 1.5 seconds, and I don't know if that's really worth it. Oh, Cheese. Cheese is great on Wisp because you tether someone, you use your Cheese, and you're both healed instantly. The person you tether to actually healed like 3,750 life. So, really good Cheese person to give. Not a good Aegis carrier, but Cheese is probably one of the best Cheese carriers in the game. You know, aside from someone like maybe Storm, who's also really good at it. It seems like there's a lot of posturing. Where's the sentry? Oh, good dive, hits 3. Double edge. Will we see a stampede? he's able to control 3 of them so well, but the Ice Path, Macropire, and there, look at them fall. Will, oh, dead Centaur. Doom, will he be able to run away? He might. Oh no, that bash getting him like that. That was terrible for the Dire. Good hook by Pudge. Not enough damage by the Zeus to do any real pain, but oh, that's fine. So 4 for 2, but with the Aegis gone. Did Wisp use the cheese during that time? Oh, glad he kept it. He should use it to save someone. That would be a better use of the cheese.
Structures are fortified.
And the Radiant going to high ground. And there's not much that they can do. They have the Aghanims, so we should start seeing some trees. Maybe you should put some here. These two maybe.
Dire's bottom barracks is falling.
And just not enough time to hook. That's it. Dazzle. Is he? Oh, was able to get it in the last second. Maybe I should have used him just for the 50 damage extra.
Has been killed.
Where did the Radiant Courier die? I think probably did. So you can see the effect of the Aghanim's tree.
Dire's middle tower
They're quite a bit different. Although I don't know if it looks that for everyone. I think it just looks like that for the Dire team only. That they can see that it's a different looking tree. And will we see a no? Going for Daedalus, I'm sure. Yeah. I suppose Blink. One of the things is that with Radiance, you disable all the Blink daggers. So in some ways, the fact that they didn't go for Blink daggers is not such a bad thing. He knows he's here. He's like, I know where he is. I know he's burning. Will he burn enough? No, not enough. Almost though. Almost. That Envy Ruin is some luck. And he has another Ruin ready for him. Oh, but really? He might burn right now. Zeus able to bring down the Ursa, but cost them their doom as well. Oh, his Blink Dagger was disabled by the Macropire just as he walked in, or otherwise he could have jumped and Hoofstomp. His Hoofstomp would have been on point. And we see a dead Zeus. Zeus is dead. Centaur is gone. And Jakiro trying to handle this Dazzle. I think Dazzle could just turn around and kill him. Yes. Is there any abilities you have to interrupt? Yes, he can interrupt teleports. He decides not even to waste his teleport for it. I think it looks like Cheese was used during that fight, but I didn't notice when it was used. What is it? Going more and more into Radiant's favor. Most of the games on Reddit I've noticed tend to have one team pull quite far ahead of the other, and then a comeback happens. And that's nice, but sometimes you're like, you know what, maybe the team who's ahead should win. But what I expect to happen potentially is that maybe the Dire lose one more, racks, then they defend 3 or 4 times in one of them, and then they have enough gold where they just charge in and they throw it. I mean, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think that's a possibility that I've noticed with Reddit lately, at least with the cast they submit. Oh, I apologize. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Stampede used definitely not enough. I mean, he's not even using Face Boost and he's moving that fast. Well, with Face Boost he has almost max movement speed. Oh, here you see them getting ready to take him out. We're probably gonna follow him around some more. I think it provides. Does it provide? Yeah, I'm sorry. So it's flying vision. Oh, gem. He should be able to make it out alive if he uses overgrowth at the right time. Oh, he missed. If he missed on the troll, but his team is here, so should be able to keep him alive. And they decide now it's not worth the fight. So you can see how much vision all these trees are giving him. And I think you should be able to see it if you have a gem. You should be able to see that the trees look different, so you can cut them down. And Jakiro, I don't think you want to use your Macropire, but you get a Quelling Blade and you cut them down one by one. because all this free vision, you don't really need to buy wards anymore. You get so much, you can see so much of the map. 800 on obstructed vision. I think wards are like 1.3 vision, although it's able to be obstructed, so that's a difference. That's one of the reasons you want to put wards in the high ground, because if you put them like behind a tree, they'll be blocked. But if you put them on the high ground, they can see all the entire area. So that's why a ward here is really good. Ward here. This area is quite popular now, although you can't see into Roshan. This ward is really good. Again, though, Roshan is like one of those rule breakers. Here's really good. This ward, if you're pushing in, so all the wards on the high ground are much better than putting anything on the ground just like that. And Roshan should be back in 1 minute, I believe. Yeah, 1 minute, I think. So Radiant, they're sort of, I think they're waiting, just waiting for Roshan before they go in. They want to get Roshan, get the Aegis and cheese, and go in for the next. Try to end the game then. And oh, Vale, nice jump in. Ursa blown up before he can do anything, and it's a 4-on-4 because Doom's not here. Very nice macro fire, keeping them all burning. Oh, despite all the hits, this Centaur not being brought down yet, but he finally goes down. It's a 2-for-2 for now. Doom has joined the game though. Will he be able? What's he going to do though? He knows he should know he's being spotted. There's a gem on this Pudge. Yules will be able to do it. He can't blink because of the radiance. So, oh, but manages to juke anyway at the end. How unfortunate for Doom. And during that time, you lose a trade protector. So Doom he wasn't able to do much. He came and nothing happened. Ah. I think we'll have Roshan back up. Satanic, great pickup on troll. You attack so fast and you can get a lot of vision out of it. I think you need some damage though. You have a lot of survivability. You have your phase boots, you have your blink dagger, you have your satanic, you have your Sanjinyasha. All these items either give you move speed or strength or something like that. So you need some damage. So I think you go for crit. Yeah, probably crit would be best. Zeus continuing his trend, commended for leadership and kindness. Probably after this game. Let's look at Pudge. Pudge has the gym, the heart. Pudge, you just rot in the fights. You hug people. You just stand next to them. It might actually be worth it to go for some damage item on Pudge at this stage of the game, simply because you're alive. You're not gonna be brought down. You're not gonna be focused on. You miss. Oh, but looks like we have a no. Doom is still alive. The gem isn't on Ursa. I might have considered going on someone a bit more easy to bring down. Ursa looks like he's gonna go for BKB now. Finally, I think he really needs it. I think he's needed it for quite a while actually. EO going for Heart. Heart is also really good on Wisp. You turn on your overcharge. You catch on someone. You give them a ton of HP regen. Roughly 3% of Wisp's HP because Heart gives you 2% regen, but you give them an extra 50% from the tether. They heal an extra 50%. It doesn't show here right now. So 2 and a half of 2. That's 1. So you give them 3% HP regen of Wisp's life, and when you have a heart, that's a lot of life. Yukiro, he got the quelling blade. Oh, hook, jump. Looks like it's good. Oh, beautiful! Hoof stomp, just beautiful. This Centaur doing crazy work. Takes out 2 of them, so they can cause any problems. And it's a 5-on-2 right now. Will we see Pudge with Rot and Doom both on together? That's gonna hurt him a lot. Doom keeps chasing, and on the other side we have Troll running really fast. We have a hoof stomp. No, it's not on cooldown yet. This Centaur going for it. Not enough. He can't use his blink. No, it's too far. Pudge thinking he can go for a fight. I don't think you want to fight. Oh, he knows that. Oh, he has the War Stomp finally. That would be great. Take it and keep chasing. There we go. Will he be able to reach him in time though? No, it's too far. But that was a big swing. And this Centaur, his hoof stomps have been so good so far. He always, every time I see him hoof stomp, he's catching 3 people. You know that every time. So, and then with Blade Mail and soon Heart, he'll be able. You can't go for him without taking a ton of damage, and with Heart, he'll be able to stay alive for a long time. Return is also going to do quite a lot of damage. Well, what's his strength now? It's 150, so 75, and what was it? 22. So that's what 75. That's like 97 damage, almost 100 you return with every attack. And when Ursa's hitting you, you know, like 10 times, that's almost 1,000 damage he's taking just returned to him. So this Heart is gonna be really useful. Aghanim Scepter completed on Zeus. He's the only one who deals serious magic damage. Centaur, again, Centaur does do magic damage, but it's just not as much as Zeus. And the rest of the team is all physical, mostly. Dazzle's all physical. His ultimate is magic, but I wouldn't call it as insane magic damage. How much damage does it do anyway? Doesn't say. No, damage per second is 175, and it's for 4.5 seconds. So relatively 4 seconds. That's actually not so bad. And Radiant, will they be able to get this? They haven't been able to make much progress recently, but they're still very far ahead. However, continuing the trend that we see, being very far ahead just means that you're guaranteed to lose. Double edge. See, he just did a double edge and he's back to full life. It's crazy. Oh, jump in hook. Where's the gym? Pudge is probably a really good person to have the gym on. Oh, only one person hoof stomp. And that ice path just controlling the team, splitting them into half. Very nice Zeus ultimate. Looks like Wisp is gonna be dead too. See that survivability on Centaur. He's gonna go down. And who else is going to go? Troll, where are you? Yeah, during that time Troll was taking mid tower. So they traded. They definitely won, barely won that fight, but they lost their mid racks in the meantime. And the range dragon is gonna fall eventually. Doesn't matter. I mean, 11 life is definitely gonna fall. So maybe Radiant realized that we can't just brute force this, but I don't know what their strategy is going to be now. Roshan, he went for MKB. That's great. I don't think you mini bash though. I don't know if it works with your normal bash. That's gonna be a bit. This doesn't stack with Skull Basher. So I guess it does work. There's a cheese here. He can't pick it up. Probably gonna wait for the wisp. Wisp tether. I mean relocate here. Take the cheese. Wisp. Are you gonna? No. Wisp thinking about it. I guess. No, it just doesn't do anything. All right. We have this Jakiro has moved up. He's even behind the Dazzle, who has. Is that a Deso or is that going to be a BKB? Either way, it's going to be interesting. I think Deso might actually be better than a BKB on Dazzle, simply because the minus armor works so well. But you don't really have right clickers for your team, so we'll have to wait and see. Both items are a bit of an odd choice. I think you need more defensive items, like a Yules, drums, Vladimir may be useful. I don't know. It's a hard life being Dazzle this game. Against all the burst damage that comes out from the Radiant. So, Troll's relatively maxed out. You're gonna sell the boots to get boots of travel, and after that you can get for one more item. But this is very close. He's very close to being finished, basically. Pudge, dual heart, so 6,000 life. 6,000 life. Half of them and half of the magic damage you received is gone. What you need though is a Shivas. You definitely want to get a Shivas now. I don't know what you. The problem is you don't. I know what you put instead. because when you have 6,000 life, even 10% extra reduction, that is huge. So he needs armor, and Shiva's the best thing he can go for. Maybe an Assault Cuirass, but Assault Cuirass benefits his team a lot. 2 hearts though, for a heartless guy like Fudge. He has his BKB, he has his Daedalus. I think you go for Abyssal next. That's always a really good item. Goes through BKB, goes through everything. And will they find the cheese? I think they got the cheese, yeah. They just left the cheese, nobody went for it. I definitely think that leaving the cheese like that was a bit of a misplay. They go. Oh, the range racks, oh yeah. Because they have a 3-int, the range rack does heal. I completely forgot about 3-int living armor because it's such a late game is such a skill that is easy to ignore. Oh, missed the hoof stomp. Looks like the Radiant team sort of split up. Look at the damage. Look at how much damage he takes just from hitting him. Hell, the Centaur has more life than the Ursa, and that's from being hit. Now we have a dead Troll and a dead Jakiro. Ursa has joined the fight. It's taking a lot of damage. Very beautiful roots, keeping everyone in their place. Will we see a dead team wipe? Just secure a Centaur. And like I said, they're gonna lose 2 racks, and they're gonna take forever to lose their last one. And they probably won't. They probably won't lose their racks at all. And I think all of that comes from the fact that the Radiant team, their items just don't seem to be advancing. I don't think the second heart was as good as it could have been. I think a Shiva's would have been better, honestly. You get so much armor out of Shiva's that it's not as the second heart is just not as good. And Dire, will Dire be in the lead? I don't think they've ever been in the lead either once in this game. These graphs are very common, it seems. Let's see, we have an Aghanims refresher on this 3-int, and if you there we go, finish. If you go and you do 2 overgrowths, well, each of them doing 175 damage a second, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. Deso completed on Dazzle. Deso works very well with his weave. You cast weave, you get as many as you can, then you hit each one of them. Minus 7 armor, and remember the Deso stand lasts for 15 seconds, and the weave stand lasts for like what 24, yeah, at all levels. So there's gonna be a ton of minus armor. I think he's probably gonna go for Aghanims next for a better weave. We'll have to see. Centaur, probably sell the Tranquil Goose, gets boost of travel, and then after that you get another item. What do you get? He has good physical resistance. His life is enough that magic damage isn't much of a problem. Can't get Radiance because you already have on your team. You don't need the pipe. Quite difficult. Shiva's might be what you want, maybe, or Assault Cuirass. Assault Cuirass would be good, actually. Now that I think about it, works well with the weave. And Zeus has been quiet for some time. Zeus is going for Refresher, Veil, Aghanims, Refresher, classic maximum damage output Zeus. And Doom, what do you have? Refresher, Aghanims, Shivas, Shadowblade, Phase Boots. He's gonna sell the Phase Boots, get boost of travel, and after that he's maxed out. We're reaching the super ultra late game where people are they're essentially 6-slotted, where they have a useful item in every slot. They're just looking for the even more useful items. So you definitely want to sell the Phase Boots, get Tranquil, so get boost of travel when you can. Alright, looks like they're pushing again at the top lane. Will they be able to go through this time? Zeus, Zeus. Pudge trying to get some good hooks. Zeus, he doesn't have this buyback status is scary actually. I don't think that any of the Dire have buyback, do they? It's just Centaur. That's really risky actually. They shouldn't. When you're at this stage of the game, buyback is more important than items. So I don't know. I don't think he should have bought anything. Just wait for his buyback to cool down. The rest of the team also. Maybe Refresher is kind of worth it to risk it, but Deso isn't. So let's wait and see. Check it out. There's only one tree in the dire base, so he has to stand next to it. He has like, I have nowhere else to stand. Both teams just posturing, waiting, each one waiting for the other one to make the first move. Of course, you can't dive on Pudge. So you have to dive on someone like Ursa. In fact, well, wow, Yukiro. Probably the easiest person to bring down as long as he doesn't use his Eels anymore. Troll. Maxed out, seems like it. Yeah, he's going for crit. Daedalus after this. Oh, a doomed Ursa. Refresh, maybe? And there we go, he's going to do someone else. Even if it's the Wisp, it's two people out of the fight. Weave comes out, and Doom, he's done his job, he doesn't need to do more. Doom takes out two people, he's probably dead as well. Oh, almost. And Troll takes a fall as well. Oh, their throne is being hit. Alright, so who will win this game? It's gonna be a difficult prediction. I still think. Well, I thought the Radiant might win it, but now it's a bit hard to tell. We have the Centaur. Centaur has 3k gold. What's he gonna get? I still. I mean, I would bet money that the Radiant can definitely, they have a better shot to winning this. Feels like they're just feel like they're ahead, but they just haven't been able to take the last few fights very well. Ursa, he is here. Can he slow? Oh, don't go too close. Don't go too close. And Pudge, even with all that life, can be brought down. Stampede, few hits, insane. And Pudge bought back. If they kill him again, they can just push in and take a few racks. So how much is his strength now? It was almost like 188. 188, yeah. Insane. 188. That's like 94 return and another 22. You're returning a lot of damage now. Oh, that's ambitious. Another lovely hoop stomp by three people. And if they bring down this Pudge, and remember, when Pudge is hit by the Doom's ultimate, Flesh Heap doesn't make any difference anymore. Zeus, will you throw another ultimate? No, we don't have Refresher yet. And Troll even switching to the range form because he knows he can't get close anymore. Hitting the Centaur now. This Centaur has done so much for his team. It's crazy how well he's done. And who has buyback? The Doom has buyback. Centaur has buyback. And that's about it. So this will be a great time to push or to take Roshan. But who's really gonna take it? In this meantime, though, you have to remember that their throne is exposed, and they just have 2 Raxes. So at any moment, if the Radiant, they someone gets a boost of travel, they could use it, go in, and oh, there we go. That may not have gone as well as they hoped. In fact, that would have been a really bad strategy to begin with. There's no creeps here at all, so there's gonna be backdoor prediction. Although, did they just use their fortify just now? Oh. Pudge is mad, guys. Though to be honest, I don't think Zeus should say anything. I mean, he kind of just quitted like 7 times during the game. Anyway, at this point of the game, the golden experience graphs not as relevant as they used to be. Well, relevant to the fact that the Dire have taken advantage for the first time. So, a lot of talk, I suppose. Dead Ursa with no buyback. They could take this. Should be easy for them. And if they had Assault Cuirass, they could go through the bases quite quick. Oh, We see dive in, double doom. So these two people, we're not gonna see them coming back in the fight for the next
Radiant's middle
15
tower is
seconds.
under attack.
So you're gonna have to just camp in the base. And this Rex is gonna fall, but can they
Radiant's
get more out of it?
has fallen.
Probably actually. They can just go top. Jakiro's dead. And
Radiant's
do they have buyback? No,
Radiant's middle barracks has
not
fallen.
enough of them have buyback to make it really worth the risk. But yeah, it's better for them to just go back. Playing with the graphs. So it's looking like it's Dyer's favor actually. And I think that one of them on the team should get Assault Cuirass actually. Now that I think about probably Treant, because you have the Deso, you have the Assault Cuirass that's minus 12 armor on buildings, so you can go to them quite fast. So someone should definitely get it. I'm not sure who it will be though. And item builds, not as relevant this late in the game. It's early in the game. It's like 60 minutes. What the hell? This late in the game. Troll maxed out. Sell your phase boots, gets boots of travel. Pudge. Oh, he already used his buyback, so he should do his best not to die within the next 2 minutes, or try to stall the game. Make sure that nothing happens. He went for the Pipe of Insight. I think he had a hood from the start, so he just upgraded it. Block some magic damage. Ursa, maxed out. Sell your Facebook, gets boots of travel. Maybe you go for Satanic. I think it stacks now with the. Yeah, stacks now. So Satanic would be much better than Vladimir's. Wisp, no heart yet. Should he go for it? Probably. It's not worth saving for my friend. Where is it? Oh, that's risky. That's very risky. Will they be able to get it? Yes, they got one. And no, you can't. Not enough. Not enough damage. And he died without buyback. Holy. Did he use it or something? Oh, dear. And Wisp has no buyback. This is... If the Dire know this, and I think they do, you just go for Throne. There's no reason not to. I mean, he's dead. Troll. He doesn't have buyback. What's he gonna do? It's 5-on-3. You're gonna have 2 dooms very soon. Well, 1 doom at least by refresher. You just go for it. That's 4 of the enemy team out of the fight. 2 dooms, 2 dead, and alright. At least Pudge is doing. This is good. He's giving them some space, delaying their push. Yeah, that was a good move. He gave them some time. And alright, Whisper's back, and good play by that Pudge just now, buying his team necessary time. Troll had buyback. Did he buy something? I don't understand. He should have had buyback. Wisp no heart. Jakiro. Oh, Jakiro's so poor. I mean, he had these items like 20 minutes in the game, and since then he just I don't know. He just died too much. This hasn't contributed anything. I mean, he hasn't gone up in the item slots at all. Interesting. Refresher, boots of travel, Aegis is good. I suppose you can sell these, get something like Hex and Shivas. Both really good items. Dazzle, yeah, probably go for Agnums or Assault Cuirass for more armor. Assault Cuirass is really good because it affects the buildings as well, so you can tear through them. Centaur, just saving for the stock market or something. There's nothing he really needs, but no, you sell the Tranquil Boots, you get boots of travel, you get another item, and he should do that. Not sure what you get though. He has so much strength, it's insane. It's like reflecting 120 damage. And Zeus, save for buyback. Doom, insane amounts of gold. Maybe you don't need Shadow Blade so much anymore because you're not really, roaming or ganking. You go for something a bit more, either more damage or just a better item in general. You have Shivas. These fives are probably gonna stay, but Shadow Blade, they think you can trade it out for something else. I'm not sure what, but oh, big double. Oh, he still has worse one. And will he die? It's tanky as hell. That's one doom. We throw out another. No, he doesn't. And he's saving his refresher. Oh, will he be able to get him? I think use it. Use your doom. No, decides not to. I'm surprised. I mean, probably take him out. He has his second doom, but he hasn't used it yet. Oh, Dazzle bashed to death. Ooh. Now the Stampede comes out. Here comes Centaur to the rescue. Ooh. Second Doom, still not out yet. What is he waiting for? Throw it out already. There we go, finally. Throw out on the troll. And what's his name? Pudge is gonna fall down soon. Buyback just now available. So he's gonna probably need it. But in the top lane, oh, no, nothing. I thought maybe during that time they take the top racks, but even then, buyback status. Everyone has buyback. Everyone who's dead has buyback. So it's a bit difficult. The ultra late game stage is a bit crazy because at this point items don't matter and levels don't matter. It's just like mostly strategy. And sometimes you see people just they don't think anymore. They die, they buy back, they can't even reach the fight. Things are just thrown out as crazy. Jakir definitely needs items though, unlike everyone else. But this ultra late game stage it's always scary because you lose one fight, and that could be the end. One bad decision, one big mistake, and that could cost you the game. So it's anyone's game right now. Dire are ahead by a huge margin, in terms of net worth and experience, but that doesn't guarantee them the win. They're also down by 2 racks, and their throne is exposed, and they just have 1 melee rack. That's all that keeps them from Mega. Whereas the Radiant seem to be losing in every fight, despite the fact that they should have the stronger late game. At least I thought they would have the stronger late game. Doesn't seem like it. Just maybe outplayed by the Dire. This is all that. Oh, relocate? He actually goes and hits that. Oh, see, if he dies again, this is going to be really risky. He doesn't even have buyback. Oh, so close. So close. Lucky. Very, very lucky. Just sell your urn and make it a. It's not like you have urn charges. Get a heart. That was. How much armor do we have left? So yeah, the armor ticks away. How long is it gonna stay? Negative. That's just like negative 20% damage. That was too close. Wisp, just sell. I know why he's keeping the urn. Urn's not bad. I mean, it's a good item, but 68 minutes in, you really don't need it. You need your heart. That's what you need. I think the supports on the Radiant are what's kind of costing them compared to the Dire. The Dire just have really good farm supports, but the Radiant, they're supposed to be pretty far behind. Zeus, no. Nice. So they have 90 seconds with no Zeus. Will the Radiant be able to take it? Again, at this stage, it's anyone's game. Anyone can take it. So it's a scary thing. But it looks like Dire want to go for. I think they just try to take a fight. They try to throne and they try to take Mega. That's what they should do. They saw that the glyph was already used, so just separate and try to take 2. That's their best bet. And at least luckily they have some creeps pushing in. I think they push. Zeus is dead. 50 seconds. This may be their best shot by trying to take 2 objectives at the same time. And well, they definitely won the top objective, but They haven't settled on going for the throne
Dire's top
yet.
barracks are under attack.
Creeps? They have creeps inside now. Creeps coming in. Oh! Will that be enough? Glyph? No. Looks like we're gonna have a dead Wisp soon. And the Rax has finally fallen. But it's gonna cost the Radiant team their entire team. Who has buyback? Whoever has buyback should use it immediately. Because you want to discourage them from coming to your base. Here's what they're gonna rush for it. And who has buyback? Oh, Troll doesn't. Ursa does, and Jakiro. Is that it? Ursa, oh, and Pudge as well. So they have 3 buybacks available. They need to use them as soon as they. Well, they're waiting. So there we go. Jakiro, Ursa, Pudge. Are you coming back? Wisp doesn't have buyback. Troll doesn't have buyback. They need to be able to defend. Pudge is here too. Can they defend this? If they defend this, the Radiant win. If they don't defend this, that's it. It's game over for them. So we have big fight for the finish. Oh, throw ice path. Keep him alive. Just delay them as much as you can. They bought back. No, Ursa. That's it. He's gone. He's not coming back anytime soon.
Structures are fortified.
Wisp is back, but Wisp isn't really much of a factor this game. What they need is a troll, and those 2 are disabled. Will they be able? Looks like he's out of the fight.
Middle tower has fallen.
Oh dear. Jakiro, just the supporting cast, just not doing enough. Now Troll's gonna have to defend this pretty much solo. Oh, but they have some mega creeps helping them out. That might make a difference. Will it? They have a glyph.
Ancient
No.
attack.
Oh. And Dire wins
Dire
against mega creeps. That was that was a good game. Long, but thank you for submitting this game. Sorry, and well, I hope you enjoyed it.